Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Sunday Night Live. I got a few things to talk about tonight. I'm going to share this real quick here on Facebook for anybody out there on the Facebook world. Let's see if it lets me do it tonight. Sometimes it's a little picky. Hopefully, everybody set their clocks ahead so they know that it's actually 7 o'clock right now. Alrighty. Cool. There we go. Oh boy, she's like right on the money when she wants to get up. Oh, hey there, Joe. How you doing, buddy? Hey, John. How's it going, man? Hey there, Don. Tonight I'm just doing some more of the 2.0s. How you doing? Hey, Lisa. Hey there, Neil. How you guys doing tonight? I hope y'all had a good week. Hope everybody had a good week. It's been a little tough for me. It's been just kind of a hard week with the weather, but me and Rick's been out fishing and stuff and figuring out the fish lately. So we're gonna be. Hey there, Rick. Speak of the devil. We're gonna be out tomorrow. Me and Rick and Don. Don will probably get on here in a bit, but we're all gonna go out tomorrow and do some more pike fishing. So, hey there, Matt. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Dave. Good evening to you too. Oh, yeah. It's the weather's definitely been weird. We got a bunch of snow dumped on us last night, so we went from being super warm. I mean, t-shirt warm up to having snow and being cold again. So Rick says, "Hey there, Jimmers." He says, "Hey, Uncle Rick. Hey, Dylan. Hope you and Mark had a good week, Jen." Uh, yeah, but I wanted to make sure I do a reminder tonight, guys. I'll probably say it a few times, so sorry for being repetitive. But next weekend is going to be the fishing show down in Saginaw, so I wanted to make that a reminder so that if anybody's down that way in the Saginaw area, that they don't miss out, get a chance to meet me and Rick and Officer Paul will be down there too. So you'll get to meet all of us, and we'll have tackle set up so you get to see just in case you've been curious about what my stuff looks like, you can see it in person and give you a chance to actually, see the items before you buy them. So, hey Joe, how you doing, buddy? Jen says hi, Gemmers. Good, glad, Jen. I'm glad. Yeah, my week was okay. My week was okay. Hey there, Rob. Rob says hi. Oh, you and Amy will both be there. That'll be nice. Be cool to see Amy telling me I said hi. Hey there, Barry. I'm not out trapping them at all. The populations, the places that I like to trap, the populations are really low because the water's getting low. So beavers are definitely going to have a hard time this year. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. I see I got 10 thumbs up and 41 people watching. Crazy. I already got 40. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for getting on tonight. I will show you too what I use when we're jigging for pike. For those of you that watched that video, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun time, and I really love fishing pike that way. I just started doing it a few years back. Hey, Scott. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Amy. Good evening, Rodney. How you doing? What's up, Paul? Officer Paul. Yeah, we're definitely. I wish we had more beavers, honestly. I mean, beaver trapping's my jam, and if the we lose all this water and populations go down so bad. Thank you, Neil. Glad you like it. Thank you, John. Hey, Don. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, the pike video was fun, and I just happened to have this sitting right here, so I thought I'd show it tonight. But this is all we do when me and Rick are out fishing them. And like I said, I just started doing it a few years ago, guys. It's a really great way to fish pike if you're in basically any water that's 10 feet or less. You don't want to use a super heavy jig head. You really just want to use one just heavy enough to slowly sink that barracuda. and enough to get you so you can throw that thing out there a ways. But it's cool because when that barracuda's sinking and you give it a good jerk, that thing's twitching around down there and it looks like a wounded bait fish. But the white barracuda from Freedom Baits has been just dead on. That's the other day Rick schooled me because he had white ones and I didn't. And luckily he gave me a white one to use because that's what I caught my last big one on. So, but yeah, they work really good, guys. If you get a chance, use them. I'm going to teach Don tomorrow how to use them. Yeah, I've heard so many ups and downs, John. I just don't trust it, man. I really don't because I've heard so many mixed results, and after getting screwed over myself by those guys, I just don't know. I mean, yeah, 60 at a tops, and I haven't even. That's the first I've heard for that much, to be honest. And the little ones, to me, you get a kit beaver and you round it out, flesh it beautifully, and it's only getting $5. That's not worth it. That's not worth it at all to me. So yeah, I know you do. It's just a long, long way out there. I don't think so, Dave. I don't think so because I mean, I could, yeah, but at the same time, you got to figure every time I go down and do stuff, or well, anytime I go anywhere, Miss Gemma here, she you can't see her, but she's right between my legs. She is always in her kennel, and I really don't like leaving her in the kennel any longer than I have to. So, I mean, maybe I'm not saying it's off the cards yet because the show, I'm probably going to be down there at like 8 a.m. Until it's going to be an all day thing. So it does bum me out leaving her in there, but who knows? Maybe I will stop at the river and make a few casts, but I'm more of a fan of fishing that river in the boat. So thanks, Brad. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, that's funny, Paul. That guy never came back on here to whine about that again. That's funny. Uh, Hey, Michael, sorry about that, man. I don't know what's going on with AT&T, but thanks for hopping on anyway, and hope things are doing good in Greenbush. Hey there, Dennis. How you doing, Buck? Hey, Joe. How you doing, buddy? I kept forgetting, Joe. By the way, kept forgetting to send your box out. I think it was I either shipped it yesterday or the day before. I think it was the day before. Yeah, it was the day before that I shipped it. I couldn't remember, but I kept forgetting it on the counter. So it is out though. It went out the day before yesterday. So it should be there. I shipped it fast shipping, so it's going to be there probably. I'd be shocked if it ain't there Monday. So, yeah. Hey Dan, how you doing, buddy? Hey there, Mike. Good, glad, Joe. I tried, man. I got everybody else's out the first day, and then for some reason yours was just on the table there, and I kept forgetting the dang thing. So, but yeah, again, I'll mention it just like I said, I'll especially when I see we get more and more people coming and going. But the custom fishing and tackle show is going to be down in Saginaw coming up next Saturday. So you don't want to miss out. If you're down that way and you like going to tackle shows, you're going to want to go there. There's going to be a lot of local Michigan brand tackle companies there. I heard there's a company there that's going to have a new planer board style that's supposed to be pretty revolutionary, I guess. So pretty excited to see what that's all about. But there is going to be a lot of good tackle companies there, and I'll be there. Me and Rick on our table. We're going to try and have a TV going with a preview basically of the new Pig Pounder 2.0 slamming some fish. TV going with a preview basically of the new Pig Pounder 2.0 slamming some fish, and it should be a fun time. So if you're down that way, check it out. I printed out the flyer here. Admission is $1, okay, but that dollar goes for a good cause. It's donated to the local vets of the area there down in Saginaw. So definitely a good cause for that. And if you're curious, I did put the address for the fishing show in today's description in case you needed it. But it's the KFC hall that's on Shattuck Road down there in Saginaw. So if you need to look and see where that address is, it's in the description for tonight's live. So I put the address right there. Oh, good. I'm glad you got it, Matt. That's good. The 2.0, I'm gonna wait until after the show, Don. I've been really debating what I wanted to do, and yes, I know I could be selling them right now, but I want to make sure I've got them at the show to show off to people. And honestly, a lot of these colors you can't even see, but I've got more colors up this week, guys. I've actually got this is every color that I have available right now. But some of them are so limited that there's only five, five here, eight here. It's something that I want to make sure I show them at the show because I know as soon as I throw them on the site, they're going to sell, and then I won't have them for the show. Which vice versa, I guess. I'll sell them at the show and then won't have them for the site. But I'll make sure I replenish as fast as I can. I've been talking to Freedom Baits a lot about it. So yeah, as soon as I can get more, I don't have any more plastics right now to replenish for those. So whatever I have available is what I got. I did. I've got piles up here just for the auction tonight, so I can show you some of the new colors. But the auction tonight, I'm going to do two separate packs of these. There's going to be 20 in a pack. Last weekend when we did it, there was 15, but I've got 5 new color ones out. So there's going to be 20 in a pack for these tonight when I do the auction. I've got a new color, the bright orange. Last weekend we had an orange, but it was more of a lighter orange. So these are the 2 different orange colors that I'm going to have this year. Again, they come in different blade colors too. You get gold and silver for blades. Just like that, you got a gold and a silver blade. So that's what I'm going to be doing here this year. There's the purple. I want to find one of my new favorites to show you. I really like the ones with the split tails. I think they're going to be deadly. This one's just a cool color, the blue with the green tail. But the other day I tested out one of the split tails, and I got to say I was pretty blown away. I caught 7 largemouth bass in 7 casts. Rick was there, so he knows it's no lie. 7 and 7 cast, and I would have caught an 8th on an 8th cast, but so they work and they hold up well. I ended up catching 18 largemouth bass on one of these. But the worm was still, well, I ended up ripping the tail on like bass 15, I think, but 18 bass on one of them. So they do work really well. This is another good color that I really like is the black with the white tail. So yep, I'm just a big fan of these split tails. I do have a couple new colors of the panty pounder coming out that I have coming right now. I should have them coming out soon. Here's the white with the pink tail. For those of you that fished with my favorite barracuda last year from Freedom Baits, that's what that's styled after, is my favorite barracuda. So the white with the pink tail is going to be on there. Yes, there will be a red, Don. Yep. I have to I still have to get a hold of Freedom Baits and have them make some special ones. I did just get this really nice blue like silver. It's a sparkly one, but yeah, I got to have red. I still have all my original pig pounders too. For those of you that like, well, you can see them back there on that shelf. I have hundreds of them. So for anybody that wants original pig pounders, you can still order them. That's all I'm going to have left. Once all those are gone, that's it for those pig pounders. So make sure, because they work great. You've seen that. So buy them while you can, because they're, supplies are going to be limited to whatever I have left right now. So, but the panty pounders I'm going to keep pounding with, and I've got 5 new colors, I believe, coming for those. So yeah, they work really good. It was nuts. Like I said, 7 bass and 7 casts, and I ended up getting 18 bass that day, and it was all within, I don't know, half hour. I mean, it was just crazy. Okay, there you go. Thanks for that, Paul. Yep. So there you go, guys. Bay City's big St. Patty's Day parade is going to be next weekend. So if you guys show up for that fishing show and want to hang around and do something cool with that, you can make a weekend out of it and spend the time there for that St. Patty's Day. That'll be cool. Hey, Chuckles, how you doing, buddy? Hey there, up north. Yeah, panty pounders. I need to start contacting stores too. I'm waiting till after the show because I want to see how many of these things I sell at the show before I go selling to stores and then not having stock for the show. So as soon as I'm done with the show, I'm gonna start driving around to bait shops. I've also got plans this year to go over to Lake City. There's a bait shop over there I want to talk to, and I'd like to get over. I'd like to get down by Grand Rapids too, but I would like to spread out. You're ready, Lisa? All right. I gotta. As soon as I get done with the show, I'll get my butt up there And by then I'll have a bunch of the new panty pounder colors too, because they're coming. They should be here tomorrow or the next day, so I'll have them all tied up. So they're going to be good colors, though. I made some split colors. I think I did black and pink, chartreuse and black. Um, what was the other ones? I can't even remember now. I picked out some really cool colors though. So Saturday's when I'm gonna be there, Barry. That's the only day that that show is Saturday. It's Saturday from 10 to 4. So if you guys are in the area down there in Saginaw, I'll be down there at that fishing show from 10 to 4 with all, I'm gonna have all my tackle. I'm bringing the drunken dizzies. I'm even gonna have right now I'm working on a couple hundred drunken dizzies I've been working on all day today. They take a while, but I'm working on some cool colors. So yep, it's Saturday. Yep, just like Paul just said. But I'm going to be doing a lot of. I'm going to have all my stuff down there. If you're interested in jumbo slammers, gator grabbers, pig pounders, panty pounders, pig pounder 2.0, drunken dizzies, all that stuff, I'm going to have it all with me. So, and I'm probably going to bring some freedom baits to show off. I might even, if there's any cute little kids come along wanting to talk fishing, I might just hand them a pack or two. So, yeah, it should be a fun time. Oh, I definitely gotta get down to Lake St. Clair. Yeah, there's some good stores down that way. I seen that. The fish are always running up the river, John. They don't live in there. Nothing really lives in that river. They're always constantly moving. Put out a video on Wednesday. Um, I mean, I can. That's why I was kind of doing it today. I could put a video out. Yeah, I guess I could do that for Wednesday. I've got Wednesday's videos uploaded right now, guys. It's going to be a short video. It's actually a trapping video because this time of year, it, everybody's having problems with skunks, right? Springtime is a bad skunk time, so is fall. So I did a short video where I catch a skunk showing, easy way to catch skunks live trap style and how to not get cats and all that other stuff and good baits to use and everything. So that video is coming out Wednesday. After that, it's probably going to be mostly fishing from here on out. And because, like I said, the market's just not. It's to me, it's not great enough to be driving around. And in order for me to get a bunch of beavers, I'd have to be running a 100-mile round trip line right now just to get into some. So it's just not worth it. Wrestling finals. Okay. Well, yeah, if you get a chance, swing in there then, and if not, enjoy the weekend. Hey there, Mike. How you doing, buddy? You got moles? Yeah, they're pretty easy to deal with too. I could do a mole video, show you how to deal with them. Actually, one trick, it's not the nicest way to deal with them, but one thing that you can do with moles is you go in there because they have their tunnels, going through the yard. Push down with your finger in the tunnel and drop a piece of juicy fruit gum down in there. It Trust me, it works. The moles eat the juicy fruit. They cannot in- digest the juicy fruit and they just die from it. So, if you really want to get rid of moles, that's a quick, easy way to do it. So, um, I do sometimes, Don, and I really love to fish suckers. I do. One thing that bugs me, and if you watch the videos, you'll see it time and time again. A lot of these guys are out there. I don't care what they say. They're snagging suckers, is what they're doing. Especially when you get the big, big runs. These guys are. If you throw ahead of the suckers and you're just hoping, waiting for a bump, all the fish are doing is bumping into it. When you've got hundreds of suckers in that river and you're just throwing in the middle of them, and you think they're going to bite, they're not really biting. They're bumping into it. Yes, you'll hook them in the mouth sometimes. Sure, it looks like they ate it, but that's not what's happening. When fish are piled into rivers like that, they're in there to spawn, especially the suckers when they're running like that. So I do love fishing a sucker run. If I do, though, I like to just, you know, um, drop a worm out on the bottom in the river where I can just wait for a long time, and I like to legitly fish. I definitely am not about snaggers. I see a lot of those videos down there in Omer, and those guys are just constantly pulling fish out. The one guy had a video and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know why, but this time of year the fish seem to bite it with the bottom of their jaw. I mean, the fish are hooked all over the place, and they just don't seem to it don't click in their head that they're actually snagging the fish. I don't quite understand that one, but I think put lime heavy. I've heard that, but I I'm not sure. I haven't tested that one myself. Hey Lisa, how you doing? Yeah, split shot and worms. Yep, that's what I like to do too. But yeah, I fish. Basically just don't fish where there's a billion. If the fish are piled in there and they're stacked like cordwood, they're not actually going to bite. They are in there for one reason and one reason alone. And if you're hooking them, it's not because they're biting. Oh, hey Scott, how you doing, buddy? Purposely try to yeah, and that drives me nuts, man. That drives me trust me, you don't wanna get me started on snaggers. That is something I deeply hate, and I have since I was a little kid. I wanted to be a conservation officer. If I was, I definitely wouldn't have videos out like I do, but, that was my dream job because I just cannot stand poachers, and in my mind, that is a poacher. If you don't know if you're bad enough with fishing to where you have to snag a fish to catch it, just hang it up. There's no point in you even being out there. So, yeah, me and Rick, the last time we were down there, we seen a group of guys that were just on the Saginaw, man. They were just reefing away instead of they weren't there was no even trying to jig. You knew what they were doing. So, uh, okay. Well, that's good to know, Barry. That's good to know. Yeah, that's the first I've heard. I know there's a lot of remedies out there. People do a lot of things with the moles. I like trapping them. They sell special mole traps out there. They're a spear type trap that you can push down a little bit of the dirt and you set that spear type thing over, and it's neat. It's got a little paddle, and what happens is you push that paddle down flush right where the hole where the tunnel was, so that when that mole comes back under, he's pushing on that paddle and he ends up setting the trigger off and gets speared. It's pretty gnarly. Hey Terry, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Lisa. And I can't. I have a hatred for him. I really do. I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. It's just a whole different breed of person. That's for sure. I mean, I enjoy catching fish, and that's. I mean, the fish. No matter what, the fish will bite. You can find a way to make the fish bite, but if if you have to resort to that kind of fishing, it's not. I don't care what people say. It's not fishing at all. Yeah, I find myself having to walk away at times because I get where I just wanna push somebody off the wall of a dam. Be like, "Hey, go away." So, yeah, thunder oh, yeah, yeah, it's real bad down there. I know, I get a smile too every time I see them get busted. It really makes my day seeing that stuff happen. It's funny because when me and Rick were out last pike fishing on the two DNR buddies of mine down here in Oscoda kind of snuck up on kayaks, and then we started talking, and that's what they were kind of scouting out, trying to find where poachers and stuff were. And yeah, they found a few spots where people could get busted. So I know Vanetton Creek is a really bad one because it's such a small dam and it's kind of tucked in. People get down there and they think they can get away with it, but they get busted a lot, and it definitely brings me a smile when I see that happen. So a wire that triggered on the bottom of the tunnel. Worked once but lost it. Hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely, Barry. Yep, that's just to me that's the root of a problem. It's like a person that starts on drugs basically, you get into crack or something, that's just a stepping stone to everything else. I mean, yeah, to me it's no different. Breaking laws like that is that's all right. Phones can be goofy, that's for sure. Regular pig pounder pack together for auction? I can do that if anybody's interested in a pig pounder, regular pig pounder pack. The only reason I'm only doing 2 tonight of the 2.0 is because like I said, I'm very limited on the amount of those things, and yeah, I want to make sure I have them for the show, so I can't get rid of a ton. Hey there, William. How you doing, buddy? The yacht club, they run too much. Geez. Yeah, I don't know, this time of year it can be pretty crazy, but I'm doing good, William, thank you. Glad you are too. Yep, yep, amen to that, Will. I agree. Yep. Some of the classic colors. Yeah, I can do that. Not a problem. I'll throw one of them together to them when we get going. Auction off the 2.0 auctions, then I'll throw in a regular pig pounder pack, and I'll just get up and grab stuff off the counter here, and you guys can bid on those then, because the pig pounders are great. I mean, I'm half tempted to keep them going. It just kind of sucks having to buy three different plastics, all the time. But who knows? I haven't made up my mind yet altogether on what I'm doing with this. I know for a fact though the 2.0 is going to stick around, and like I said, I'm using Freedom Baits. One cool thing is I spoke with Freedom Baits, and I am going to be the only one with these worms. These worms aren't even going to be on the market. They are only coming through me. So if you buy a pig pounder, these are plastics that you can't get anywhere else. So yeah, that's one cool thing I think about these are special Freedom Baits that are only on my lures right now. So, and it's probably only going to be that way for a year or two. I mean, they're not coming out this year. So these are, it's your chance to fish with a whole new plastic. So yeah, definitely good. If you haven't already hit that thumbs up, I appreciate it. I see I'm at 65 viewers. Yeah, it's really cool. I thought it was great that Freedom Baits did that for me. They're definitely a good company. So yeah, it's gonna be nice, and, I do wanna tell you guys that this week, like I said, I'm gonna come out with them. I think on Saturdays when I'm gonna actually come out with the 2.0. I'll have it all over social media and stuff, so they're gonna sell pretty fast. So if you want them, you're probably gonna wanna get in on this auction because they might go out. But, yeah, I'm gonna be doing advertising this week. I've got videos coming out. A lot of you don't know this, but I practiced with these in the fall. I think it was in September was when I practiced with these, and I caught so many big fish. The fish that's in tonight's thumbnail on the description there, that giant sunfish, I mean, it was a 10 plus inch sunfish, was caught on one of these. Even though the worm looks kind of big in fish, they swallow these things up. They're soft. They're a really soft bait. So the panfish, they can just choke those things right down. Perch love them. They're just a good all around bait. But the video I'm gonna have coming out Saturday is going to be that video from the fall of me just hammering fish on these. And yeah, I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. It was a good time, and they worked just epic. I was shocked. And like I said the other day, seven bass and seven largemouth and seven casts was pretty awesome. So hey there, Joe. Oh, never be sorry for being a newbie. Welcome to the channel. Yes, I'm in Michigan. I am up by Alpena. I'm in Harrisville, so I'm a little ways from Alpena. Hey there, Jim. Good evening. I hope you guys are all having a good week. I'm a little tired personally. I was at the Justin Moore concert last night. I don't know how many of you or if any of you were there, but Don McLean and his wife Stephanie invited me, so we went last night up there to that concert, and I did not get home. Yeah, the time change killed me. The time changed while I was driving home, so and that was at 2 a.m. So it ended up switching to 3 a.m. while I was driving, and I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, it was a rough evening, but it was a lot of fun. And Justin Moore did an outstanding job. If you guys are into country music, he did a really good job. And some musicians, they just really suck on stage. They do, but this guy, yeah, he sounded just as good, if not better, on stage than he does on the radio. So yeah, it was really nice to see. I am looking at a Dirk Bentley concert now that I might do down in Grand Rapids in September. I think was when that was, but because he's one of my favorites, so I'm kind of checking that out. But as far as fishing goes, though, this week, guys, like I said, if you missed earlier, Don McLean, me, and Rick are taking the boat out tomorrow. We're going to do some more pike fishing, so I hope you enjoyed that video. We're really trying to get into some giants because this is the last week of pike season here in down here, pike and walleye. All right, except on Saginaw River for walleye and out on the Great Lakes, but it is a really great time to get out and get those big pike. And we only got till the 15th, so we're going to make it happen. We're going to go out and play with them because the big females and stuff are up right now. They're getting ready to spawn, so this is a good time. Place for a 40-inch northern. You're down by Lake St. Clair. Well, Lake St. Clair, I would say, would probably be a good spot for those. But down that way, I don't know too many. I do have friends on here though. Zib would actually really know. He could help you on that. Because I'm with me being up north so far, I don't know too many lakes down there, especially for big northerns. I would Saginaw Bay though for sure. That's where I got my only 40-inch northern so far in my life was on the bay. There's so many shallow parts of Saginaw Bay with perfect structure for like cattails and logs and stuff. So yeah, that's I really like that. And this time of year is probably the best time to do it. Hey Dave. Oh, I know, I hear you, man. I hear you. Rock and yeah, I love. See, I'm weird. I like every music except polka. So, and I've been to. This was the first country concert I ever been to in my life. Other than that, I've been to some pretty awesome hard rock concerts. That's usually my jam. But I don't know. I was thinking of that earlier, Jen. I don't know if I should go to 8 or if I should go to 6. I don't if you guys would rather go to 8 o'clock now with the time change, let me know. I should just do a poll, I guess, and see what you guys want to do. But I'm definitely going to change, 8 o'clock. I think that's what I did last year. So maybe I will do that. Yeah. So if you guys think eight's good, then Black or Burt? Yeah, those are good, but I thought you meant down your way, Joe. If you're looking for lakes up this way, though, I wouldn't even worry about going as far as Black or Burt. You got Hubbard Lake has some monster ones. Alcona Pond. Somebody gets 40s out of Alcona Pond every year. Venetton Lake, you'll get 40s out of. My buddy got a 46 out there trolling. He's got it mounted on his wall. There's a lot of good lakes up this way. And in fact, the ones I'm talking about are smaller. They're not giant like those. I really wouldn't go on Black or Burt. I would focus on some of the smaller ones. Heck yeah. Yeah. Rock concerts are great. I definitely want to get out. I want to see Theory of a Dead Man. That's probably the one I want to see next. But all right, well, it sounds like 8 o'clock. Sounds like, so next week, guys, 8 o'clock, and from now on, 8 o'clock until time gets crazy again, and then I might have to change it again. But 8 o'clock is going to be next week's live. Yeah, the days do get longer in the summer. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's what we did the past couple years. I think we've gone to 8 this time of year because of that. So because when it's bright out you want to be out fishing and stuff, and it's just a better time when it's getting darker is a better time to be on doing this kind of thing. So Higgins, yep, Higgins is a good lake for it. About the music, it's true, man. Anything but polka, I can't stand it. Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. I forgot about Gull Lake. Yeah. I mean, if you're looking, yeah, basically big lakes, big fish, you can keep that in your mind. But personally, when I'm focusing on fish, I like to find some of the smaller lakes that could hold them. Here's one thing to keep in mind, Joe, is if you find a lake that's got trout in it, if there's any kind of trout lake out there, but also has pike, you can bet your butt it's going to have massive pike. Those trout lakes that have pike grow giant pike. It's just, pike that live and forage on trout seem to get really, really big. So, yeah, Higgins for sure. But you could find some smaller trout lakes in the state of Michigan that have pike in them that just get massive. So I'm on that myself this year. I'm trying to get a 40 plus. I did get one years ago, but I didn't get it. I didn't get the master angler for it or none of that. So I need to get that stuff done. But oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for the idea, Jen. Oh, it's 7:32. I didn't notice, losing track of time. So I'll do the auctions. Like I said, first off, I'm going to auction the two Pig Pounder 2.0s, and then I will grab some Pig Pounder original Pig Pounders off the rack there, and I'll do that. But like I said, the 2.0 Pig Pounders tonight, guys, you're going to get 20 of them instead of the 15 that I did last week. And this will probably be the last time that I do this, auctioning these ones, because, like I said, I'm short on them. They're not, some of these are only very limited stock. So you're welcome, Joe. You're welcome. 37. Venetton is a really good one though. Venetton Lake, don't count that one out because my biggest out of that lake's 39, but I've caught a whole bunch between 36 and 38. So, and people get 40s every year out of there. Venetton Lake is definitely a good one. Hey there, Rob. How you doing, buddy? All right, guys. Pig Pounder 2.0s. Like I said, I'm going to auction off 2 different packs of these tonight, and then I'll grab some regular Pig Pounders, and that'll be it for the auctions tonight. But 20 of these, they're different colors, different color blades. And again, this is going to be the last time that I do these because there's such low on stock on a lot of them. So you've got split tail worms, some of these paddle tail worms on some, but you'll get a mix. It's everything that I'm going to be selling. So Rob comes in at 20 bucks. These are the new lures that I'm coming out with, Joe. I sold the pig pounders and the panty pounders for the past couple years. This is my new one, though, that is made more for bigger fish. This is going to be like my pike. We're going to try them tomorrow, actually. It's going to be my pike and walleye bass rig, but they work really good for big panfish, too. So Rick went to 30. Joe went to 40. Hey, Troy. Rick's at 45. 45, guys. All right, have a good night, Lisa. Thanks for getting on. We're at 45 right now, guys. 45 bucks. You get 20 of the Pig Pounder 2.0s, which that's a heck of a deal because these are going to be 350 each. So, yep, that's a good deal right there. 45 bucks right now, guys, for 20 of the Pig Pounder 2.0s. And like I said, I've tested them out already. These things are insane. Rick seen how they work the other day. They're really, really awesome. So, yep, they work good, and they're not even out yet. So if you get them now, you're getting basically a pre-sale. Rob comes in at 50 bucks right now, guys. 50 bucks for 20 of the Pig Pounder 2.0s. $50, 50 bucks, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna do this one. I've got another set, and then we'll do the Pig Pounder originals, and that'll be it for tonight's auction. So, $50 right now, guys. 50 bucks. There are gold and chrome blades in here, and all different colors, and yeah, so really good stuff. $50 right now, guys. We are at 50 bucks. Rob's at 50. Scott comes in at 60. We're at 60 bucks now, guys. 60 bucks. $60 gets you 20 of the new Pig Pounders. Like I said, too, these plastics are only going to be available through me. So they're not even something that you're going to be able to buy through Freedom or anything else. These are just used on these Pig Pounders. So, and they're epic. They're really good plastics. So 60 bucks right now, guys. $60. Gonna let it go for another 15 seconds. 15 seconds. We're at 60 bucks right now. You get 20 of the 2.0s. $60, guys. 60 bucks. We are at 60. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you got them, Scott. How do you fish them? It's actually really easy. I make these with a weighted bead, so they've already got a little bit of weight. You can add a split shot if you'd like, but all I do with them is I cast them out and I reel them in pretty slow. In the summer when the heat, kicks in and the fish get a little faster, then I reel faster. But for the most part, I try to retrieve them pretty slow. And that blade, not only, does the blade attract the fish, but when the blade is spinning, it makes that worm just go absolutely crazy. And with them having a split tail and a paddle tail, they swim all over the place. They look really good in the water. So, but like I said, tomorrow we're going to test them out on pike. I know they're going to work better on pike come, summertime and spring. But we're going to test them out tomorrow. I'm just curious to see because I'm tying them with 20-pound test big game lines, so it's more abrasion resistant too, so it should last. I mean, sure, some pike could come up, nail it, and bite it off, but that happens even with braids. So, yeah, thanks, Paul. Yep, good slow retrieve is really the name of the game with all these pounders. I don't even think I have any of the other ones available just to show you, but the panty pounders are a smaller one. These are made mostly for panfish. Same concept. They've got a smaller steel bead, so you can throw them, 4-pound test or 6-pound test line. You can throw them pretty good, but these are a smaller bait here for panfish. You get big panfish on them too. They just smoke them. So they work really good, but not sure how to pay. Well, we're just bidding right now. So basically anybody that wins these auctions is going to win these. If you want to check out the assortments though of my pig pounders and panty pounders, you can go to, I'll type it in right now for you so that you got it. But I have a website, LToutdoors, lureco.com. Yeah, you can go there, and I've got, not only do I have all my pig pounders and panty pounders and my ice fishing lures, but I've also got merchandise too, hats and shirts and stuff that you can get there as well. So, all right, second batch, guys, is going up. Scott Reed got the first one. This is the second one. Already got this one banded up. So, $30. Joe comes in on 30 bucks. Yep, like you said, Paul said, you just slow retrieve with these things and you'd be amazed. Everything bites them. So, oh, right now for the auction, basically when the auction is done, people get a hold of me through email or however they get a hold of me, and I do PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, or you send a check, and any way really is fine. So, yep. But we're at 40 bucks right now, guys. Robert's at 40 bucks. Yeah, I try to make it easy. I take as many ways as I can. So, hey Troy, how you doing, buddy? I'm sending your friend out some stuff tomorrow, so I made him a big pack. So, Rick comes in at 45. We're at 45 right now, guys. 45 bucks. Like I said, we tried these out, and Rick used them too. It's amazing. The fish slam these things. I even lost a big perch. Probably a 12 perch came up and hit this. So, yeah, they're pretty awesome. There's 20 in my hand, Joe. Yep, I made up a pack of 20 because I've got 20 different colors. So, Rob comes in at 50. We're at 50 bucks, guys. 50 bucks. $50 right now, guys. Yeah, 20 of these. These are gonna sell for 350. They're not even listed yet. You can't even buy these yet online. This is just something special I'm doing right now. Yeah, these are the bigger ones here. These are going to be $3.50 each. So, yep, people are getting a good deal tonight. $50 right now, guys. 50 bucks for 20 of them. We're at $50. Rob's got it at 50 bucks, and then I'll grab some pig pounders off the shelf back there. We are at 50 bucks, guys. 50 bucks. Gonna let it go for 15 more seconds. If nobody else wants to bid, then Rob will have it. We're at 50 bucks right now, guys. $50. Oh, I know. Yeah, the weather's permitting. 55. Neil comes in at 55. He just barely beat you there, Joe. Neil got you by just a split second. We're at 55, guys. 55. Hey there, Eli. Oh, I know. It ain't going to be long. It ain't going to be long at all. 58. Joe's at 58. 58 bucks, guys. 58. I know the snow. Like I said, I was driving last night at 2 in the morning, and it was really bad. It was a whiteout. I couldn't see anything in front of me. It was horrible. We're at 58 right now. Joe B's at 58. 58 bucks. Gets you 20 of the new Pig Pounder 2.0s. The video for these will be coming out Saturday, so you can see just how great they work. They're definitely epic. You'll be able to, any body of water that's got pike, big panfish, bass, walleye. I'm going to have a walleye guy use these on Saginaw Bay just to prove they work, because I know they will. So 58 bucks. I'm going to let it go for just 10 more seconds. Oh, Rob jumps in at 60. 60 bucks. 60 bucks, guys. 60 bucks. $60. 60 bucks right now, guys. Gonna go for 65. Neil's at 65. 65 bucks. 65 bucks gets you the 20 of the new pig pounders. Like I said, that's more than last weekend's auction even. There's 5 more than last weekend. 70. Joe B's at 70. 70 bucks. 70 bucks, guys. And these things are scented. They have a really good scent to them. They are injected with scent too, so that when the fish bite it, they keep coming back and biting it even if they don't get the hook. So they work just outstanding. Yeah, probably going to be my new favorite lure. So, yeah, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Joe B's at 70 right now. Going to let it go for 20 more seconds. If nobody else wants to bid, Joe B will have it at 70. 70 bucks, guys. 70 bucks. 70 bucks right now, guys. Neil's in at 75. 75 bucks. 75 gets you the 20 of these new 2.0s. These will be, I'll be coming out with them next Saturday after the show. So 75 bucks, guys, 75. Or if you're at the show next week in Bay City or Saginaw, you'll get to buy them. I'll have them there. So we're at 75 bucks. 75 going for 15 more seconds. $75. 75 bucks going for 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. You got him, Neil. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Neil. All right, I'll make sure I get a bundle going here. I'll grab a bunch of the pig pounders off the wall. I'll get a good thing going here, and I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Make sure I didn't miss anybody on that. Yeah, everybody got a good deal tonight on those. Yep. All right, the pig pounders, there's 20 of these. I put all of the original colors in, guys. All of the original colors. Hey there, Marty. All the original colors are in. So you get 20 of the original pig pounders. And just so Joe can see what they look like, they are bigger than a panty pounder. The originals are. They've got bigger beads, bigger blades, bigger everything. Plastic's bigger too. And they work good. If you go through my videos from last year, I catch some awesome fish on them. So we are at 45. Joe's at 45 right now, guys. Just beat you there, Don. We're at 45. 45 bucks gets you 20 of the pig pounders, original pig pounders. Like I said, I might sell out of these and not have them again. So if you want to get on these original pig pounders, you're going to want to get them while supplies last. These are all the best colors too. I mean, these are great. So yeah, these are good for if you watch my videos from last year, Joe, you'll see these. I catch a lot of pike, a lot of big bass. They're great, even though they don't have big hooks. I try to show people that you don't need big hooks to catch big fish. The difference, Joe, is that these are smaller. They do have a smaller plastic by about a ½ inch. The blade is the same size. The beads are the same size. The steel bead is lighter than the new 2.0. I made it bigger, and the hooks are bigger on the 2.0. So everything's a little bit bigger now. 50 bucks. Don's at 50 bucks, guys. We're at $50. I appreciate it, Neil. I appreciate it. There's a lot of, I made sure last year when I came out with color selection, I chose all the best colors. You got Wonder Bread and a whole bunch of really great ones in there. Strawberry, I really like the strawberry one there, but yeah, lots and lots of guys. We are at 50 bucks. Don's at 50 bucks, guys, for 20 of these right now. Yeah, the orange one was a really good one. I'm a sucker for white. I do really good on whites, but 50 bucks right now for 60. Joe comes in at 60, guys. 60 bucks. We are at 60. You caught some slab crappies on them at Fletcher's. That's awesome, Eli. Yeah, they work really good, man. We used them on Fletcher's last year. Well, here's the orange and the white. I really like that one. That's a orange creamsicle is what I call that. And then there's the ruby red bone. Yeah, I've just got some just great colors. So 65 bucks, guys. Don's at 65 right now. $65. 65. There's the Wonder Bread. That was one of my top sellers. Everybody loves Wonder Bread. These things also work really good for trout. I have a bunch of trout videos from last year catching really nice big brookies on them. So we're at 65, guys. 65. Oh, the 2.0s, man. I was really shocked because I these things here worked so incredible on all species. I didn't know if I'd be able to beat them, but I just knew deep down that if I put a bigger worm on and a bigger bead and just go a little bit bigger for the for bigger fish that it would do something. And sure enough, man, those bass the other day, they couldn't stop smashing it. It was nuts. So they're definitely really good. 65, we're at 65, guys. 65. Gonna go for another 15 seconds. Yeah, Don, it's funny because I didn't realize Don watches the show. It was funny talking to him on the phone. He goes, "You sound just like you do on your channel." I was like, "Oh man." Yep, I can't wait to see how he does on the bay. All right, Don's at 65, going for 5, 4, 3, 2. You got him, Don. Congrats, buddy. 65 bucks. Those will get shipped out tomorrow. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I'm just happy to see you guys like these lures and trying them out. I mean, they work really good. So that's one thing too I want to mention, guys, is this year, if you catch fish on my lures, try to send me pictures because I'd love to use those pictures of yours for advertising. I'd love to throw them on my website and use them in different ads and stuff. So if you catch a fish on my pig pounders or any of my lures, really, make sure you send me a picture of the fish with the lure hanging out of its mouth or something, and I'll be sure to throw it on my website and give you a chance for you to be put on the website too. So yeah, Joe. I don't know if you heard already, Joe B, but we are going to have there's the fishing show down in Saginaw. It's going to be the first ever one down there in Saginaw next weekend, and we are going to be having the fishing show there at the KFC Hall on Shattuck Road. Admission's only $1, and it's going to be fun. They're going to have 50-50 raffles, door prizes, all that good stuff. So yep, it's going to be a good time, guys. Good time. I'll be there. We're gonna have a table set up and stuff. So Paul's gonna be a big help. He's done all this stuff before. She probably did, Neil, because I've got it. I do have a bunch of people's pictures on my website. I love using them. So if you guys ever send that stuff, LT Pro staff, heck yeah, that's where I want to get. I'd love to be able to get there where I can pick a couple of good fishermen, here and there, and just send out stuff. And well, I appreciate it, Rodney. Yeah, it's a good. This is a time of year to get the chicken stuff. So better for the trout spinners, or I guess it depends on if you're fishing in a trout pond or if it's one of those little trout lakes, I would rather jig fish with plastics, but if you're on a stream, I would definitely do the spinners because the spinners, using my lures on a stream, those things, the blades you can throw downstream and reel really slow so that the stream is actually working that spinner, and it gives it I see a lot of guys try to throw upstream, but I swear to God, you get way more hits if you throw down and just slowly work that thing back because your spinner, even with a MEPS, you're going to give your spinner so much more time to work. And a lot of times, those brookies, any trout really, when they come at it, they're going so fast they miss it. I've seen trout miss it 7, 8 times, before they actually get that hook in their mouth. So, if you're having to reel, if you're throwing upstream and you're reeling back real fast to keep that spinner going, you're just pulling it away from them too quick. So, oh, that'd be cool, Mike. Be nice to see you, man. Hopefully, you're feeling better this week. I I've thought about putting something like that together, Joe. My main problem, like last year when I did I think I did a 3-month tournament, is eventually everybody kind of maxed out the fish species. I mean, they got big enough where there was no way any beating them. So even this year, I'm going to be doing a bingo tournament. That's for sure, guys. I've already got that down. The bingo tournament's probably going to be in May. I'm thinking May. That way, we're good on pike and walleye being opened and all that stuff. But for those of you that don't know about my bingo card tournaments, what it is I will be making up a bingo card. It'll be a special one, and each box on the bingo card is going to have a fish species. Now, what you got to do is you can print out the bingo card, whatever you got to do to take it with you fishing, and you'll want to catch a fish in each box. Just like getting a bingo on a regular card, you want to try and get a line going down or across, or whatever you got to do, but you want to try and fill in those lines. So let's say I might have five, I might have perch, bluegill, sunfish, crappie, bass. I might, in one line, chances are not. I try to mix it up with something crazy. So there's probably going to be a trout in there. I like to make it so that you guys have to go out of your way to another lake to get something else. So, oh, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. And like I said, welcome to the channel, man. I hope you enjoy the fishing shows and stuff I got coming on. It should be a good year. Hey there, Bill. Hey, better late than never, man. No, no, I won't, Rob. I wish I would, but I am going to be bringing some freedom baits to show off, but like tuned up. I don't even have the open water rods yet from tuned up or anything to show, and I've only got the two ice rods. And as far as freedom or Widowmaker, I mean, I could bring my jig box and show that stuff off, but I don't have any extra stock. So, oh, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it, man. And I'm real fast on shipping. Anything you order from there. As far as lures, I ship that stuff out right away. Now, as far as merchandise like shirts and hats, that goes through a secondary company. So when you order stuff on there, it's kind of out of my hands. That it's real nice stuff. I'm the one that designs it all. So I've got some cool shirts and hats. But when you order something on there, it's probably going to take a week to get to you. I think it comes from California or something. But well, I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, you guys will have fun with the bingo tournament. It's a good time. I wanted to do it last year. I didn't get down to it, and I think I'm gonna save. I still have some sizes. Yeah, Robin gets real competitive. Yep. uh, Heck yeah, Joe. Yeah, we're definitely getting down to the wire, and I seen it was supposed to be windy every day except Wednesday. So I'm trying to see. Like I said, I did go down and checked a bunch of lakes in out or Glenny area the other day, and I was shocked to see they were still frozen. I was really blown away to see all the little lakes were frozen. So even I drove by Alcona Pond that same day, and there was still a bunch of ice on the one bay of it, and I'm like, it's really shocking. Yeah, there's going to be 100. I believe there's 105 tables, Barry, at that show. There might be more than that. I know there's at least 105. That's what they had it. Yeah, it was maxed out. Yeah, I think it's 105. Right now, Andre, right now is the best time to fish the river because this time of year, as soon as the lakes thaw out, that pushes all that cold water down. All the lakes are running down into the river system, and that pushes that cold water out. When the cold water runs into the river, out into the lake, that's what gets those steelhead wanting to come in. So you get cold rains and all the thaw, and those steelhead are piled in. So right now, there's going to be a lot of steelhead in the river. Probably for the next month, there's going to be a bunch. Nope, nope. Bingo's going to be nationwide, Neil. Yep, you'll be good in Ohio. It'll probably be I think what I'll do is I'll probably make like 5 bingo cards, different ones, and that way people could, win. Only one person, obviously, but that way I could have like 5 different winners instead of just one, and it'll probably be like a whole weekend event. So yeah, I figured the rain and the wind would probably open it up. So, oh yeah, it's going to be a good show. Yep. And it's mostly they've only got like one guide going to be there, and they did that on purpose because usually the shows get too full with guides and outfitters. So they made it a point to make sure it's mostly tackle places. It's going to be really good. You're welcome, Andre. You're welcome. Yeah, give it a shot. They're definitely stacked, and the Atlantics are in there pretty good right now too. So, all right, have a good night, Brad. Hope you enjoy the rest of the week, man. Oh yeah, yeah. Avalon, they used to they planted Lakers in there for a bit. I don't know if they still do, but they plant a lot of splake. That's the main thing they plant in there anymore. And it's a fun lake for them for sure. Clear Lake up there's a good one too. Yeah, I'll make sure I make a big deal out of it before it comes out, Neil, so nobody will miss it. I'll talk about it for at least a week or two ahead of time, and I'll make sure I come out with the cards, and I'm going to get a hold of sponsors and get a bunch of prizes donated. So, all right, guys, I'm going to be out too. So I see a lot of people are hopping off. Again, before everybody hops off, I just want to make one last mention. If you available and you're around the area down in Saginaw next Saturday, I will be down there along with Rick and Officer Paul, and we will have a table set up. That's at the KFC Hall there on Shattuck Road in Saginaw, Michigan. We will be there from 10 to 4, and you can check out all my tackle stuff. You can chat with me, whatever. It's going to be a good time. So I hope to see some of you guys out there next weekend, and I will chat with you guys again next Sunday. I hope you enjoyed this week's videos. And again, yeah, hope you have a good week, guys. Love y'all.